Internet beef is nothing. I'm punching buttons, thumb thugging. Don't see me in the streets, see me in them tweets. Boy, I'm thumb thugging, knuckin' buckin', Instagram mugging. You ain't bout that beef, HTTP. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thuggin', thumb thuggin'. Boy, you know I'm thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin'. When I type that tweet, I do not delete. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin'.
I move the tweets by the pound a week. Pound a week. When you see me, I'm gon' be 60. Putting in work, I forget to eat. I'm on the net, never in them streets. Oh. I tried to let you freaking buzz a tweet. But you keep circling around my goddamn tweet. So it's time to put you buzz to sleep. Put him sleep. Like the mattress.
Internet beef is nothing. I'm punching buttons, thumb thuggin'. Don't see me in the streets, see me in them tweets. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin', knuckin' buckin', Instagram muggin'. You ain't bout that beef, HTTP. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin'.
Boy, you know I shoot you in email with my thumbs. I got back with that caps lock until my fingers go numb. I hide behind my desktop, cause that's where I feel happy. Don't call me on my cell phone, I'd rather you just at me. Say it to your face, bitch, please. Use lowercase with ease. My mistakes minimal, I type it you literally. My thumbs are physical, I do not deep.
Internet beef is nothing. I'm punching buttons, thumb thuggin'. Don't see me in the streets, see me in them tweets. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin', knuckin' buckin', Instagram muggin'. You ain't bout that beef, HTTP. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thuggin', thumb thuggin'. Boy, you know I'm thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin'. When I type that tweet, I do not delete. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin'.
Clap, clap, clap. The man gun sounds. That's my fingers on the screen going tap, tap, tap. With my thumbs, I'll be done with the tweet. But on the streets, I'm a punk when you see me. Please don't hate me. Please forgive me. Oh, God, it's all I ask. Get home and get on Twitter and be like, man, this fight game trash. Call my bluff, cause I know tough. I'm no it and it know me. I stay inside up off them streets. Wear my screen protecting me, cause I be
thuggin', thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thuggin', thumb thuggin'. Boy, you know I'm thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin'. When I type that tweet, I do not delete. Boy, I'm thumb thuggin'.
All these niggas softer than punani. When I beef, I'm using two of my phalanges. It ain't nothing to go and type some hashtag real nigga, but I'm frontin'. Yeah. Oh, I'm tweeting like I'm local. You know, my thumb's always on go-go. No, I'm just talking shit solo. On the internet, my thumb's always got the mojo.
Thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin', thumb thuggin'.
To all the artists, y'all create, we critique. Y'all speak, we tweet. Y'all mad, we glad. Y'all want some? Come get some. Thumb thuggin'.
Not gangster. That's very not gangster.
Came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll
Say that again. I couldn't hear over the sound of me myself.
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. Little homie, listen, try and serve me. I put a 25 in your back like Barry Bonds serves you. On the street, on the beach, y'all ain't able to do I shit on rappers like major labels. What's with the ice grilling, homie? Change your face. To see they'll do more to tangible to change your race. Girls love metaphor, and I love them back. Addicted to getting head, chicks call me the brainiac. Battle rap with words, war like jihad. I write dope, flow crack, my notepad need rehab. Y'all see these, y'all can't see these or touch these. Rhyme so chronic, my soul see you the munchies.
Feel like they, she like for real. So we have this attitude like she just want me to get what she want me to get, so she can say that she got it and take all of the credit. And it's
my own.
They want me to do whatever. I do
what's
it.
going on?
I talk to my kids and they take the credit for it.
Rough out here in these streets.
I said, well,
apparently it is.
Well, people, welcome to another edition of the Deathly Fresh Show. It is
Emmy Award-winning Death Fresh Show.
In the morning.
Emmy, what?
You know what I'm saying?
Emmy Award-winning Death Fresh. Well, I mean, we ain't won one yet.
Right, like,
we ain't won one yet.
Put it out there. Fuck it. Put it out in the air.
Right. We're going to win one.
We're going to win one, dog.
And that way, nobody can.
But, I mean, at the rate.
They know.
This nigga delivering pizzas out the back of the van. Oh, man. Bro, well enough tonight.
Bro, you got to get that money somehow, bro. Don't knock his hustle.
They look homemade, too.
That might, not trying to be funny, but sometimes homemade shit be better than store-bought shit anyway.
Bro, I'm not calling your house phone so you can make me a pizza and deliver it to me, bro. Just not.
What if that pizza's for a charitable organization? What if you pay? What if the selling of these pizzas are being used to fund the local daycare so some of these kids can go and get a good education for free?
And I think that's a charitable cause, but I don't really think that's sanitary. I don't know.
How is it not sanitary?
I would say that.
Because I don't know his house.
Okay, maybe he cooked it in like a local place in the van. The only way they can get all these deliveries done.
She was with another man.
Whoa,
He had this. He had this.
He's with another man.
The two boys.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, dog. The background is more interested in the conversation about that.
She never told her.
Hey man, they be with the men folk. I don't know, bro. I've never been with a man or another man.
Like that was his baby.
Pause.
So somebody
hope you have it.
Like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be with one either.
I hope not. I really do.
She never told me that.
Like I respect you as a man.
So he go.
My coworker.
Like, hey, you know,
is this the transgender chick?
No, this is another guy. I felt like he had great taste in men to hit on me, but I'm not into dudes, so I couldn't date him.
So let me get you were flattered by the event, but you just don't roll that way.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I thought it was dope because he got good taste. He got good taste in men because I'm a catch. Anybody that wants to date me is winning, but I'm not in the guy, so I couldn't roll that way.
Hold on. Is you on your podcast now?
Yeah.
So that means they can hear everything we saying?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, we can.
Why wouldn't you tell me that?
I did. I asked you to take my mom off speaker, but you didn't listen to me. I told you to put the phone up to your ear. Listen. I mean, nobody listens to my show anyway. Like, nobody cares what you're talking about anyway.
Somebody listens to it. Oh, I know what she's talking about.
And what they gonna do to me? Get beat up? I'm thugging in these streets. I'm gangster. You ain't heard. Got a semi-automatic rifle under my mattress.
What the hell that gotta do?
That mean anybody who won't smoke, pull up. You can get it. You know what?
What's wrong with you in this smoke lately, dog? You've been talking smoke.
No, nobody wants any smoke. I don't know, Tom.
Okay, so what does smoke mean?
We gotta put that in the dictionary of the Death Fresh Show.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. So, as part of the end of the year, a recap of the Deathly Fresh Show. One of the funniest things in the world is I was listening to old episodes.
Bring me a cough drop. You staying in, D.R.?
She just needs some coffee. You know, share too loud.
Yeah.
For no reason. Or you right next to her.
Be ready?
I'm in the passenger seat, so I'm right next to her.
Come on, hurry up. My body hurt. My throat hurt. Come on.
Right. Her body hurts.
Her body hurts. You know she's skinny and it's cold, so everything gonna hurt on her. But the funny thing is, like, I'm listening to old podcasts, right, dog? And we had some funny randomness on our podcasts.
You gotta come outside to get your bag. Come outside to get your bag.
Your backside is doing too much right now.
No, none of that.
But I know, bro.
Like a couple
we did this crazy thing. So I guess it was during the time frame when the WWE was getting ready to induct the Ultimate Warrior into the Hall of Fame. Knock on wood, if we would have known that man was going to die like the very next day, we may not have been so harsh towards the concept of him being inducted.
What did we say?
Well, it wasn't necessarily you. Now, first of all, shout out to Seth, homie over in Sweats and Suits. I didn't realize Seth called in almost every single week for that whole summer. No matter what we talked about, Seth called in.
Because
I didn't
Seth
know
is
that.
real. And we still waiting on our invite to the Sweats and Suits podcast so we can turn it.
And now I was getting ready to say that, Doug. Make sure you put that in the group or on the like page to let that nigga know. Like, fam, we birthed this idea. All right. So, apparently, dog, like, we was real, like, you was all for him going in. I was highly upset about dude being put in, and I basically said his 2-year run in the WWE was mediocre at best.
I mean, I'm not saying that them are not facts. But
I just didn't understand. I didn't understand why we were so angry back then, dog.
We were angry about a lot of shit back then.
We was. Then story time with Nikki actually happened 3 times.
Lit.
Happened 3 times. I didn't know it happened 3 times.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I mean,
I think
the first story was supposed to be a recurring segment. I actually talked to Nikki a couple weeks ago, and she said that now that she is in a monogamous relationship, she don't really got no stories. I'm like, you supposed to have the best stories. Now you actually got a boyfriend. You create these moments now.
Or, you know something I wanted to do, bro? I've always wanted to do an episode where we interview a couple. And we actually...
Couple of jackasses?
No, just a couple. Like, 2 people that are dating, okay? They got to be in love. It can't be that we've been together for 10 years kind of thing because, they whole thing is want to talk about how to make the relationship work. No, I want that couple that you've been together for like maybe 2 years. So certain things can still happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still that one thing that will make you walk away from the relationship no matter what. Or even then when you ask them, well, what about this particular person made you actually be like, you know what, let's stay together. Or we can even play like our own version of the Newlywed Game where we ask a question and we see if the other person can answer that question for them. So like, it's like, okay, guy, you've been dating your girl for about a couple of years. What's her favorite song? Like, keep it simple but not get them in trouble kind of a shit. Because we don't want to throw our guys on the bus too bad. And then do it vice versa to see if do you really know your mate. Because a lot of people will be in relationships and they'll be dating, but I guess because the game done changed about getting to know somebody, that sometimes certain things we overlook that used to be introduction conversation when we were younger. Like we used to ask things like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? Little small BS stuff like that. I don't think people ask that no more. I think now that we've gotten into the world where everything is so text message sex driven, it's like, when was the last time you had your ass ate And,
wait a minute, bro. Ain't nobody asking them kind of questions, Tom.
No. You not asking them kind of questions. That don't mean that people out here ain't doing it. Think about it, bro.
No, this is Black Jesus.
Look. Whoa.
You need like 12.
I don't know, bro. It's a nigga outside the car with blonde hair preaching about Jesus.
I hear it.
He's starting to scare me.
It's epic, bro. You want to interview?
You know what? This wasn't even supposed to happen. Like, I was counting on Cal being here. I was taking the night off. I was just presenting an idea today. But this nigga is not here.
I don't know
That's
if this
okay.
is how we will, but I don't know if this would have been a great way to start the debut of that particular show. I mean, we could try
it would have,
again
because
next week.
I would have been on mute. You niggas wouldn't have heard my background. You wouldn't have heard me. I would chime in
true.
when needed.
True.
But
true.
since we're here,
since we
you know
here,
what I don't like, Tom. Yeah, since we here, let's talk about some stuff. I want to talk about Christmas. We'll talk about Christmas.
Let's talk about. How was your Christmas?
No, not even just Christmas. I want to talk about holidays as a whole. I think people have been lying. Well, I ain't gonna say I think, because we know that people have been lying to us since we were children. I think Christmas is a farce.
Okay. Continue as you begin preaching.
I'm just saying, like I was breaking this down to my coworkers. I'm like, I think Christmas sends a bad example to children. And this is how. Like, it teaches you at a young age that life can be really cruel and it's a fucked up world. And you don't always get what you want out of this world.
Okay.
Think about it.
Give us some examples. Give us some examples.
They tell you to write this list out of things you want for Christmas. And they tell you that Santa will bring it to you. First of all, where do you send this letter to? Does anybody have an exact address of North Pole? They just tell you it's the North Pole. Like, is it 2552 West Timberdeer Lane, North Pole?
Well,
like, no. You don't even know where you send it. For all you know, you could be sending these letters to a fucking pervert's house. Nobody has. Where did they go, Tom? Just tell me where the letters go.
Well, let's take a look here. With the power of the internet and Google, we can find his address. So apparently,
you go add.
Yeah, no, for real. You go to Google. It says it right here. Where is Santa's address? Or what is Santa's mailing address for the USPS? So with the Postal Service, Santa's address is actually 96930 Arctic Circle.
Where is the Arctic Circle?
In the North Pole.
A lot of shit is all about fighting the daddy, though.
Terrible.
He has the main post
Who is
office.
that that's got in his car?
He has the main post office in the village of Lapland.
Okay. Let's see that on. I'm not. Why did you put them brand new white shoes on?
I find that kind of. It's in Finland.
Oh Lord, help me.
So Santa Claus lives in Finland.
What? Yes, true. You don't put on no flat.
The fact that Santa Claus actually does have a legitimate post office mailbox.
This is what happens when you let kids get dressed by themselves with no supervision.
He know better than to put on some brand new white tennis shoes. You in here now? Where your sister at? She's gonna get left.
You see what happens when you got your. That's why Santa Claus is a farce. That's why it's a farce.
So you gonna blame Santa Claus on the fact that the kid put his shoes on wrong?
Well, she better not call me.
No, he didn't put them on wrong. Trust me, they're on the right feet. He just got the wrong shoes on.
Oh. Well, I mean, he just want to be first to death. You were getting saucy at his age. I'm just saying, you were getting
right. Because I was dead in the mirror putting grease in a do-rag on for no reason.
I'm just saying, he was getting saucy. He wants the clean white ones on. Can you be mad at the man for putting the clean white ones on? You got quiet over there? Who are you talking to? Nah, but in regards to tonight's episode, like Juan previously said before, we were initially supposed to be debuting the Man Cave show. Unfortunately, the host of the Man Cave is not able to be here at the time frame that we set the show up.
I don't care about you.
I didn't know about this until literally a moment before it was time to go on air. So I could not cancel the show without affecting the whole day. So what we will do is probably one of these other days, maybe Sunday, if people feel like actually doing it on New Year's Eve. We might try to do the Man Cave show for you again. But what's going to end up happening, though, is that one will be exclusively on SoundCloud for that first initial pilot episode, and we'll go from there in regards to that.
Used to be on a Death Rush show. I've been doing this for 7 years.
Ain't no revenue.
Not been 7 years.
Y'all don't get paid.
No, not yet. We working on trying to get paid for this. Trust me, when I get paid from doing this, I'm quitting Fresh Time.
All right. Well, would that be?
Did y'all go to the podcast thing they had here like a couple months ago?
Why is she asking you questions when you're supposed to be on air?
I heard it was cracking.
Because she was asking me why wasn't we at the Milwaukee Podcast Festival, and I
because we had bills to pay.
I was there. Right. I have to obtain like expensive cell phones and internet, and I can't play my Xbox if I don't go to work because then we don't pay the bill. So I had to do stuff. And the Milwaukee Podcast Festival is responsible for a lot of random stuff that's been happening lately. You know, people was setting up action when they got here. So many babies will be had over the summer, next summer, 2018. All the babies.
What are you talking about? They was having sex.
Wait a minute.
Of course they were.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Who out here setting up action?
Shout out to E&O, Sweats and Suits. They were setting up their action, man. The whole month, bro. I saw it. I witnessed the shots being shot. So much JH.
I mean, are they wrong? I mean, I know
they're not wrong.
Because E is single as all good day. So we can't knock. You can't knock E. If they willing to throw it at a single man has no problem with catching it and running with it as much as they want to. Now I don't know how Wee's life is set up, but if he has the freedom to do what he feels, why not?
They was definitely with the shit.
The same. I mean, everybody has their J-able moments. Like, there was a time and place when if you were an up-and-coming rapper, chicks would J for you for no reason whatsoever. Or if you were an athlete, people would J for you for no reason whatsoever. Just because you're the man. Now we get to that point where, having your own show is starting to become J-able material. So let that boy cook.
Facts.
Let that boy cook, as I would say. But continuing back to this story, bruh, you just stopped in the middle of your story.
Oh, about Christmas and Santa?
Yes.
Well, my nephew in the car who may believe in that guy, so
my kids don't believe in Santa.
They don't believe in Santa? They don't?
I don't teach them such a thing.
You shouldn't, because low-key, Santa is really a criminal if you want the real truth. Because you're right, he's not real, and if he was real, he'd be in jail for breaking and entering. Because why would you be sneaking in people's houses?
But is it really no? But seriously, is it really breaking an entrance because he's leaving you something? So whether he's leaving you gift or he's leaving you cold. Do I have a chimney? Not at all.
Yeah. I don't have a chimney either. So
no. Let me take
my
that
house,
back.
you got to pop a lock.
I apologize. We do have a chimney, But I don't think he wants to go down that chimney because that chimney would send him right to the furnace.
We ain't got no chimney
So
that's what I'm saying. So, right. So in order to get in the house, you got to break in, bro.
But see, in my family, in my household, I don't need to perpetuate that stereotype that some guy is giving us a gift. Because when my kids want something, they come, Mommy, can I have? Or Daddy, can I have? So they know exactly who to go to get what they need. I can't even fake that. If I wanted to.
Santa was a criminal, breaking and entering.
Chantel, whatever she doing is loud as hell, dog.
She's not doing that.
She's just loud naturally.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I just think all these holidays are terrible. You know, then the Easter Bunny, that's really terrible.
I mean, but for those people out there who don't know, a lot of the holidays all stem from the fact that it's tied to some kind of territorial rituals that was going on at the time. So things like Christmas, a lot of that comes from like the Scandinavian history when it comes to like things like the Christmas tree, or a lot of our holidays are European descent, like from beginning to end. What is that?
Bruh, how you gonna turn the windshield wipers on with nothing to wipe?
Wow.
Like that was rubber rubbing on glass.
Like, I heard it, and it was just outrageous, dog. But no.
Sound like somebody moving their butt cheeks across glass.
First of all, I'm mad you know what the sound of butt cheeks across glass sound like.
I watch a lot of movies, Tom.
Apparently you do.
A lot of adult movies.
We see that. A lot of holidays actually do stem from European descent. So a lot of it ties directly into the fact that, you know, they're perpetuating things that came from those territorial areas. So things like the Christmas tree, the whole entire Santa Claus, which is actually deeply rooted into like the St. Nicholas thing, and the fact that giving gifts was not necessarily giving gifts to kids per se, or giving gifts to each other per se, but giving gifts to homeless, because there was a lot of homeless, poor, in the cold living folks in Europe. It was the fact that they came and threw religion on top of a lot of the holidays and dubbed it a Christian thing, but wanted to keep some of the aspects of the territorial parts of it so you can go ahead and assist in the conversion of people. So as much as, like, we make it for the kids, or you go buy the one you love gifts, or some people actually base their relationship around the quality of the gift they get from their significant other during a holiday, it was never meant for any of us. It was meant to basically give homeless people something to keep living for. It could be anything from some new clothes to put on, a tiny house for them to live in, their own family to go back to, whatever. It was meant to give the homeless people something, not for us and a large corporation to come and be like, here, spend all this money to show you love somebody, and we'll put out a rare, never before seen edition of something strictly for this particular time frame. And then, yeah, like you said, Easter's is all around fucked up. Because the concept of a bunny laying eggs is just beyond fucked up.
Man, do bunnies even lay eggs? That's impossible.
No.
Ain't a bunny a mammal?
Bunnies are mammals, dog. They birth babies just like we do.
No, they lay Cadbury eggs apparently with caramel on the inside.
Nigga, first of all, the concept of a Cadbury egg is 150% fucked up. Okay? Because a Cadbury egg is chocolate with a creamy center, so it looks like fucking shit wrapped in more shit. and it costs too damn much for nothing to begin with.
Give me that on the floor.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, those chocolate bunnies with the caramel on the inside, I do enjoy on Easter. I will say, though.
You disgust me. You disgust me on so many levels.
You don't like the chocolate bunnies with the caramel on the inside?
Not at all, sir. Not fucking at all. But
do you not like caramel?
I have my issues about the caramel. So what we're going to do real quick, people, is we're going to take a quick break as Juan gets his life together. And we're going to go ahead and introduce not only the host of The Breakdown, but also the host of the newly created Man Cave show to go ahead and get the party started right here tonight with us here on Definitely Fresh Show. So we'll be back, people. Yeah. My music at? Turn my music up.
This that new track, New Money Crew, Cash Stack Records, represent, Big Chris.
With Fantasia.
Featuring your boy, Young Big. Here it comes, yo.
Prince Sexy on the track, holding it down.
With Snow Cone.
Yeah, they up on this track too. Y'all ain't never heard this many MCs. Here we go, yeah.
Sloppy Moses, also part of this, bringing that West Coast.
Him too. And that's more than enough now. Yeah, Big Chris.
Fantasia.
Young Big.
With Prince Sexy.
Whole lot of people.
Snow Cone. Monty Jam. And Sloppy Moses.
And then we cut it off there. Yeah. I mean, we more than covered on this particular track. And yo, don't think I ain't noticed you trying to fly under the radar, Monty Jam.
New Money Crew wrote deep.
I mean, maybe too deep? I don't know. Featuring King Keith. No! The track is full, man. There ain't no vacancy, B. King Keith does not accept that. Brought the whole Hoodlum squad to this track. Hoodlum? Where you at, Lil Nitwit?
Keep it greasy, y'all.
What happened there?
With two black guys.
Bad name.
And Hot Clown. What it is with the girl, great Nick.
No.
And you all don't forget about your boy, Skiffle. Bow, yaka, yaka, yaka.
Oh, Skiffle. Yo, definitely ain't no room for Skiffle. Yo, Skiffle sang. Oh.
And you know Katy Perry on the track with Kathleen Bell.
Maybe not Kathleen Bell.
Here we go, new music. Well, essentially Simon, modern day wit, bringing those new musings like nothing's more dangerous than a genius with money.
Whatever. Anybody else? David S. Pinskin. No. Yeah. All right. Everybody can say, let's just keep it orderly. All right, find a place to pop in, all right? Here we go. Big Chris on the mic, like, yeah. That did not work. It's like I feel there's too many people on this track. I'm sorry, y'all.
That snapped out.
Please. Yo, who this? Any question?
And we're back to another edition of the Death Fresh Show. This is the last episode of 2017. And yeah. All right. Heads up, dog. I do not want to see that fucking black bitch with the back over her shoulder walking up the damn steps with all these problems that she's supposed to be leaving behind this year. Like, real talk. I do not want to see that. Not want to see that at all. All right. But with that being said, like I said, we are joined by Jacob, a.k.a. Gator, a.k.a. the Instant Gator, a.k.a. Fuck Your Couch. As well as we here with Kyle Cognac, a.k.a. Kyle Williams, a.k.a. This is my house now, bitch. And, of course, as always, it is I, Mr. Tone Deaf, and Young Fresh on a Friday night as he's out in the streets with his sister doing dumb shit. What's going on, guys?
What's going on? What's going on, Tom? What's going on, guys?
9 out of 10, Juan probably muted himself because his sister has been having random conversations in the background for no reason whatsoever. And I don't know where Jacob went. But since I got you in the building, you're the main person that I need in the building with me tonight. Tell the listeners out there a little bit about yourself, because you know you've never been on the Death Fresh show before. Tell us about you, Cal. Tell us where you're coming from, and go ahead and take over and run with the man show, bro.
Man. Well, thank you for passing it on. Name is Cal. I go by, some people probably know me Cal Cognac. Some know me as Cal Williams, you know, man of many names. I'm like the hood's Diddy, you know. I've been a part of the Tone Deaf radio station for the last year on our previous show, you know. Now branching out to the Man Cave, my own show, you know, blessed by the Tone Deaf gods, you know, and we gonna do the damn thing, you know what I'm saying, for the new year. I mean, it's straight Man Cave shit, basically, you know, like covering all types of topics, doing what we do. And first, I want to say thank you for having me on the, you know what I'm saying, on the Fresh show. You know what I'm saying, appreciate that, appreciate the love. Now my Tone Deaf brothers, and we collectively coming together, you know, and giving you a man's point of view in all aspects. So when you step into the cave, you know, at your own caution, because we don't filter anything in the cave.
No doubt. So we have already collectively gotten together and talked about a few things that we want to touch upon tonight as we get ready to get the ball moving in the right direction here on Tone Deaf Radio. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what topic you want to tell us about the first topic for tonight and where the idea for this topic came from.
Okay. Well, you know, like I said, me and my Tone Deaf brothers, we collectively get together throughout the week, and we just chop it up. You know, we talk about a lot of different things going on in our personal life and industry life, all types of things. And you know, one of the topics that came up that we was actually talking about, we was debating, going back and forth. So get ready to hear a lot of different opinions on this topic. I asked my brother Gator, would you continue to date a girl or, you know, a woman that you found out smashed the homies? You know, I wanted to know that, because I mean, personally, me, if I'm dating a female and I found out that she smashed the homies, like few of my partners, you know, 1 or 2 of my partners done, you know, tested that peach, I can't do nothing with you. I'm out. Like I'm out. Like, lose my number. We never met. Like, I can't go behind one of my brothers or 2 of my brothers or whatever. I can't do it. Mentally, I can't do it. So okay. I mean, let's go back to brother Gator. I guess we can start with Gator. Like, you know, being that me and him was going like kind of like back and forth a lot, and then, you know, Tone was, you know, topping in. But Gator, let's pick up where we left off. I mean, would you continue to date a female that you found out smashed the homies?
Jacob, are you still there, bruh? See, during the break, I guess we end up losing Juan and Gator. I don't know how. They still live on the board.
We missed them. Okay.
Yeah, see, this is part of the reason why I want to do the tester one first, just in case things kind of went awry,
right?
And we can actually keep rolling with it. But I'll go ahead and continue the conversation in that way. We ain't sitting. So honestly, in regards to that, it all depends on the situation with me. Like, there's a lot of stipulations you got put in there. Like, first of all, there has to be a time frame between when was the last time you messed with her. So, like, to me personally, a 5-year rule is where I would kind of consider the conversation to begin with. So So if it was more than 5 years ago, if this wasn't your last girlfriend.
Pensions on the back of the taxpayer. You go after your customers to pay them.
Yeah, I don't know. But I guess that was somebody else. So, me personally, like I said, it's that window. It's that opportunity. Like, if this is not the last girlfriend, but it's been more than 5 years, if it was just a chick he was smashing on the side or smashing on the low, like, me personally, that would be, like, the deciding thing for me to even initially entertain it. Because, like, I've dealt with a situation to that where the chick was my guy's chick that he was messing around with. So it wasn't his girlfriend. He wasn't publicly claiming her. She was just kicking it in the bar with us whenever we stepped out in regards to it. So on the surface, on the outside looking in, nobody would have known if them two was anything more than just you pick her up and she rides with us to go get drinks. You would have never known that they ever smashed. They were anything at the time because he was denying anything anytime somebody asked. So some people would ask, like, hey, what's going on with y'all two? Not necessarily to be nosy because they want to shoot their shot. Other people were asking because they see how her behavior is and she being extra crazy with pussy. So it's one of those, okay, bro, I know you, I don't know if you smashing her or not, bro, but she is all over me. And I tap you, say, bro, this you. I ask you, is this you? You don't say, like, nah, bro, ain't nothing. No, it's cool. You know, it is what it is. It's cool. It's cool. So, of course, I'm like, okay, you've gone ahead and divulged that there's nothing moving here. I'm going to go ahead and give her a call now. She had already put her number in my phone. So I give her a call. We talk, conversation go down. About maybe a week or 2 weeks of just, you know, getting to know each other and whatnot, it comes out that, you know, they smashed. They smashed literally the day before she gave me her number. So, yeah. So she said it. He never confirmed it. That's the whole thing. Now, at the same time, this is my boy. I kind of pull back. Don't want to mess with her. Don't want to smash her because, you know, we can be friends. We can be cool. He just hit that not too long ago. It's only been 2 weeks. He may come through there and hit that again for all I know. She's still giving me the green light. It's good. She's still saying, come on through. She's still saying, get this pussy and something for her. So after a while, like I asked, here we are. It's a month since they smashed. Months since she told me when they smashed. I'm still asking, bro, what's going on with this? He's saying ain't nothing moving. It's all good. Now, meanwhile, he got a couple of chicks over here he maneuvering around with. His ex he's still dealing with. His next he's working on. So I'm like, okay, cool. All supposed to go out kicking it one night. I think it was her birthday or her sister. It was something along the line that required us to go party. She flaked on her. Like, nah, I'm not going. I got to go over here. I'm going to go do this instead. She boo-hooing because they've been playing all week to go out. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not doing nothing. I'll come scoop y'all. We all can go out. In my head was, if the sister's tight, I'm gonna use you as my wing woman, and I just move in on the sister. That way, everything is all good. Ironically, it went the other way around. The whole night, the sister is throwing so many fucking lives, telling me everything the girl said about me. Now, the girl also confirms that my guy's still coming over there every once in a while, but she's like, I don't like him. You better. You the one she needs to be with. All kind of shit. I was like, fuck. Now I'm going to fuck the situation because it's like, ain't nothing going on over here with me. This chick is digging me hard. Other chicks over here are still playing around because it's the summertime. You know, don't nobody want to get cuffed at that point because it's the summer. Nobody want to get cuffed in the summer. So we say, fuck it. Let's just go for it. You know what I'm saying? So that night, we drinking. We feeling good. I'm saying, I don't want to get too drunk. I take her back to the crib. She too wasted. So I'm like, you know what? Too drunk for this. I'm not going to. Fine, I'll leave you here. Let me go crash on the couch. Okay? Let me go crash on the couch. I go crash on the couch. She gets up. I bounce. Like, okay, you good? You cool? You done did your throw up? You are good? Hit your shower. I'm going to go to the crib. I'll holler at you, in the morning. I'll holler at you later or whatever. I'll come back to get you when it's time for you to go to work. Next thing you know it's like she now madly in love because I can take advantage of the situation.
Right.
I was like, oh, my God.
Right. But now she's feeling you more.
Right. So now it's all like, but she claimed that she's torn. It's like, how are you torn? So I'm basically waiting for her to tell me you've been smashing my boy. Just come out and say, all this time,
come out and say it.
Your shot, come out and say it. Because at that point in time, allow me to make the decision of whether or not where this is going to go. Because you've been smashing my boy.
Exactly.
That's all I wanted to put. Maybe that's all I want is that head. I don't know. Neither one of y'all want to say anything, but y'all doing it.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? I left her alone at this situation. And she was like, well, why you...
Okay, wow.
Why don't you want to kick me? I don't want to communicate with me anymore. I left you alone because you ain't being honest. You haven't been honest this whole time. You putting me in an uncompromising position right now because you claim you single, but you fucking on my boy. Okay?
Right.
But you won't admit you fucking on my boy. So what if I actually said, fuck it, let's see where this thing goes. Now my boy over here looking at me like I'm being devious. Okay?
Exactly.
Now you over here, now boy, they look like I'm scheming with my boy. So I said, fuck it. I left it alone. So she was all in her little feelings about that, but she understood. Once again, this elevated it even more. So I stopped dealing with her on that level. We'll communicate via text here and there, but we wasn't going nowhere else with the situation. All right? Then all of a sudden, one day, we all kicking it. I go back to my crib, go back to my room. The boys still go out. Okay? All of a sudden, I see him posting photos left and right of the chick that I was talking to because he went out kicking with her that night. Now, he low-key been on the side. He cool. He ain't been doing nothing with her. He ain't been trying to shoot a shot with her. But it's the fact that you gave me this whole story about, hey, bro, I'm going to go back to the squad. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop you back off at the squad, too. But then you going out to the club, and you going out to the club to get with. So on the side, I'm like, you know what, bro? How am I supposed to trust you when you knew you were going to go to the same place as the girl I'm talking to? So at that conversation, you should have been like, why are you dropping me off at the crib if you know this is where you're going to end up at? Or if you getting ready to hit
and that's just a prime example. Like, I mean, like, you ain't do him dirty. Like, you tried to keep it G with him, but then he turned around and do some side shit with you, make you feel like, damn, I should have smashed homegirl.
Now, here's the thing, though. I give him the benefit of the doubt because you were in the bar. It's just photos that she took. Don't mean that anything moved down. I was salty at him because if you knew that you was going to hit the bar, or even if she was out in the bar, you could have hit me up like, hey, Tone, such and such as, she was here in the bar, bruh. Did you know she was here? And I might have been like, yeah, she went out with her homegirls and whatnot. Tell her, don't get fucked up. Tell her, don't get fucked up. In the story, leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But you kept that a secret, too. So now it's like, dude, where can I trust you as far as you can throw you? You cut me off. Now I think about this is now that old girl done came out about her and my boy been messing around. Done told me when they get together, why she still messing with him, the whole 9 yards, and all these different things. This happened this particular night, this particular reason that he's taking me home. I'm thinking it's going to match up with what she's been telling me. But all of a sudden, she texting me while I'm at the house, talking about, well, he was supposed to come this direction, but he didn't. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you're not fucking on the chick that I'm actually talking to, but you fucking on somebody that it causes you to cover up for her, too. You could have easily brung me to the bar. I could have been 100% occupied over here. You could have been doing whatever you want. At the end of the day, what was your reason for being at the bar that you had to get rid of me to go to the bar. You see what I'm saying?
Basically.
So at that point in time, I started not giving a fuck. Now, do I take 100% blame because that is me jumping to conclusions for not giving a fuck, but I'm not giving a fuck at this point. So the next time,
sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Next time she throw the pussy at me, I don't resist. Like, nah, fuck it. You want to go ahead? Let's do it.
There you go.
Let's do this.
That's right.
And we were doing that for a while. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm smashing her, knowing these days over here he's smashing her.
Mhm. Mhm.
He never wifed it. He never wifed it.
Right. Right.
Matter of fact, he
just had rest
still
with
smashing on. He was still smashing his ex, and he was smashing his next. She just happened to be a go-between. So one of them two didn't answer the phone. He answered the phone. I wasn't gonna wife her.
Exactly.
I definitely wasn't gonna wife her.
No.
For the simple fact that what you doing. You know?
That's right. That's right.
At the end of the day, she ended up being in her feelings, and she got neither one of us stayed with her. But I put it on the table with her.
Basically.
Like, couldn't do that. And no, Juan, I am not a bad human being for doing this. I told you in the Air Force.
No, you're not.
I didn't call
you.
No,
you're not.
I know.
I would have seen you better.
I'm
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. You a better bed than me.
I just don't want to share women. I don't want to do that in 2018.
I mean,
no, ain't nobody talking about sharing. We're just talking about.
Like
listen.
Like 1999 during the Young Money, Cash Money era, bro. Everybody was sharing everything.
And I don't want to share no more. Is what I'm saying. I don't want to do that.
And you shouldn't.
But
no, ain't nobody sharing nowadays. We talking about like past experiences, like things we learned from or whatever. You know, things like that.
No,
because I tell you this.
I'm pretty sure niggas are still sharing bitches. I mean, but that's just
they
how life
is.
is.
They is.
Oh, in this era, the young boys, still the young boys doing it.
Bitches are getting flipped left and right, just like that. It ain't no big difference. The whole thing about it is, the thing about it is you have some who have learned how to hone their wholeness to the point that you'll never know that they out here like that. That's the biggest difference.
Yeah.
See, young niggas, when they when they smashing on a girl, whether they supposed to be smashing on her or not, these young niggas always have to have the feeling to let people know they the man. They don't know how to just sit back and enjoy the moment. Now, these young chicks, on the other hand, they just as bad, too, because they have to expose every single thing. So they'll sit here and expose this dude for being a hoe-ass nigga and all this different stuff, and he won't man up and be quick to call they dick out of their name. But at the same time, while they sending this Facebook post, they got somebody dick in their mouth. They quick to sit here and say that, oh, he don't want to be a father to his kid. In the back of your mind, you're not even 100% sure this is his kid. So it's one of those, like, the young generation, they too stupid, too petty. Now, the older ones, as we start getting into these more women who done did they dirt, whether they been the hoish mama that down to turn into the grandma because they kid done had a kid, or the chick who done got the college degree and she's working in this law firm, at the end of the day, they know how to keep their wholeness to themselves. They could have a whole husband at home, paying for bills, taking them on trips, living the lavish life, but they got this piece of dick over here that hits them every Tuesday because they know that the husband is gone until Thursday, and that's their only purpose for that dude. They'll never go out kicking it. They'll never see each other. They'll never try to make things work. No, this whole purpose of this dude is I just need some athletic dick to dick me down every Tuesday night before I do my women's book club. Can you do this?
Basically.
Can you fulfill that?
Basically.
And that's it.
Basically. All you got to do is be available. That's all. You don't have to do anything else.
So you too, Juan,
it's
every Thursday night after work could be smashing some mature pussy.
Yeah. Straight mature. Feed you. She'll feed you afterwards and everything. She'll feed you. You could sit up. You know what I'm saying? You could lay up for it, get yourself right, all that, and then
you just got to make sure 3 things: 1, don't talk about it; 2, don't leave no evidence about it; and 3, don't ever try to step outside your time frame.
That's right. And you good. You good.
Always good.
You be good for a long time. Long time.
Hell, you might even get a stipend, bruh.
You might eat for real. For real. You might even get a monthly check.
Right.
Oh man, I need that.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, yeah, mature women are set up much different than these young girls. A mature woman, man, please, everything will be set up, man. Perfectly right. They won't wild out. They won't try to expose you. They won't do none of that. Why? Because they also have something to lose in the situation as well. And y'all both have a mutual understanding. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to make sure it's as beneficial to you as beneficial to both parts. Like a mature woman, so G. Let me tell you how much a mature woman is. You don't even got to ask for head. And I say that because a lot of these young girls, you be done tear them up, you be done taste the peach, all that shit. Do your damn thing. And a chick can act like, oh, well, I'm not ready to do that. Or I don't do that to everybody. Or this. A mature woman who gonna set you up, man, she might fucking bless you before you even touch her. Just to show you, Negro, this is different on this side of town. It's totally different in that world. Well, I'm telling you, man, we going to introduce you, brother. It's a different life over there, man. You might not come back once you go.
And the funny thing about that is
first of all,
go ahead.
I don't have any problems getting blessed.
No.
But I'm talking about, I'm making a comparison between young women and older women. Like a lot of younger women act a little funny sometimes, like an older woman or mature woman. Because when I say mature, that doesn't necessarily mean age, and like the mental. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just totally different. You know what I mean? A lot of these young girls be trying to, they caught up in that bad and bougie shit. And it's like, listen, Ma, you got an expiration date. That shit only gonna last a couple of seasons. After then, you might be on the bench. So you better get it right.
Right. Basically, what he's saying is because after being in some of them groups, I was going to say that. Right, I was going to say that. After being in some of these other groups, I've noticed that some women, like it was actually a topic that came up yesterday in one of the groups where a woman asked, should men have to ask for head? And a lot of women who did respond, it's always the ones that always respond anyway, basically was saying if they really like you, you shouldn't have to act. Contrary to popular belief,
that's right.
I really feel it's not even if they like you. If you have gotten to the point where you can get this pussy, that should actually be part of foreplay. The younger generation has truly gone away from traditional foreplay. Yes. Not the whole entire we just have oral, you may or may not eat her ass and then you have sex. No, I'm talking about like the whole getting your body in the mood kind of foreplay. And a mature person already knows that you don't have to ask for head or anything like that because that's technically part of the foreplay scenario. It's just
exactly, that's right.
With some women, it's the final step before insertion. It's the whole. Sometimes it's actually to get rid of that first nut, so it does last longer. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some head. You gonna get this first nut out the way. You gonna take care of me while you allow your body to recover. We then gonna go ahead and have some sensual moments where we touching but we not touching, and then we gonna fuck. And a lot of the younger generation. A lot of the young generation don't know how to do that because they learn everything from porn, or they just learn from they broad or they friends talking about they experience, which was probably trashed anyway. But that's what they go off of because they don't make no sexual porn anymore, or should I say, don't nobody got time to watch it? Ain't nobody gonna sit here and watch 15 minutes of you just rubbing on her.
Right.
because I can tell you this for a fact. Juan can vouch for this. He wasn't there, but he can vouch for it. I dealt with this 40-year-old woman. Now, the whole scenario was not expected. It was not one of those, I'm going to go over here and fuck. My whole thing was I was coming over there to help hook up her cable. Now, she had just got it. She moved some things around the house. Shit wasn't working right. I go over there. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get this for you. It's no big deal. You stay right around the corner from me. Cool. I'll come through. I'll take care of that for you. Came through, did my job like I was supposed to. Have you mind? She claims that this was never the intention. This is how she always is when she's at her house by herself. She basically had on a negligee, a teddy kind of a thing. She had nothing on but a pair of panties and this see-through negligee kind of a thing. Now, she had been drinking She had been drinking wine. So I'm like, okay, I'm not stupid. But
exactly, that's just her way to keep her little, like, I'm not a hoe type thing. Whatever, ma, it's all good. Right. We grown.
Right. She basically, I was saying, I'm gonna play this close to check because I don't want to assume that this pussy is for me, but I'm not gonna take it either. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some feelers out there, put the conversation out there, see where it goes, the whole 9 yards. Basically, at the end of the day,
because you see what they did to Bill Cosby.
Right. You gotta be like, bro, you gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful nowadays.
You gotta be careful. No, but real talk though, like one of my biggest fears in the world, besides snakes, has always been the accusation of being accused of raping someone. That's like literally my biggest fear in the world. Like, because that destroys everything. So even now, like, even now with me being married, well, Teresa don't count. But before I was married, everything used to be really cautious about even going there. So with her, I'm like, okay, let me throw some feelers out there. Let me see what this conversation about. Let me see where her head at because I can assume where her head at, but I don't want to go there. So basically, after taking care of the cable, making sure everything was set up, having some small talk with her, some conversation, I was getting ready to bounce. I was like, all right, cool, just taking care of her, about to go. She was like, no, you don't have to go. Just, sit here and chill. What do my company? Do you not want my company for the evening? She's like, you know what? Sure, I'll chill. Let me hang my coat.
You absolutely
let me get right. All right, so let me hang my coat up. Let me get comfortable. I can only be here for about an hour or two because I got stuff to handle. So, of course, one thing led to another. A little touching, a little feeling. Basically, let me put it like this, bro. I did not fuck that night, but the amount of shit she did to me, I feel like I did. Right? I feel like I did. That I have to make sure I made several more trips within the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Because even to the point where I didn't even, the pussy could have been trash. The presentation was
it didn't matter.
Right. The sizzle could have been better than the steak. It didn't matter. So at that point in time, I realized you can't deal with older women unless you're ready for older women in your life. In the story.
There you go.
Can't.
That's right.
You can't.
That's right. That's right. It's a different level.
It's levels to that shit. That's not for everybody.
Level. It's different level. Listen, I had an experience with that I was a young boy and had an experience like that, and it changed my life ever since, man. I swear, like, I was 17 years old and she was 39.
That's too young. That's too young, bro.
I was 17. She was 39, and I'm talking about she was a bad 39. Like, she was like brick house. Like, oh my God. Like, I honestly thought when I met her.
That's right.
Yeah, when I met her, I thought she was like probably like 22 or something like that. She was 39. She had a 17-year-old boy. No, excuse me. She had a 14-year-old boy. I'm like, yo, your son is like 4 years older than me. Like, what the hell? She came on to me. She got my number, and I was like, oh, shit. I was kind of thrown back because this was actually like the first older woman I ever messed with. I'm young, and I'm like, hold on. But like you said, when it got down to it, like even before it even got to that level, like she was just doing all types of things that a brother wasn't even used to. Like, we go out on the town, and she like, nah, you ain't got to pay for nothing. This is all on me. I'm like, hold on, I ain't used to this. Let me get the movie tickets or something. She like, nah, don't worry. Listen, you could do that next time. Like, and then as a young boy, you know, when you go out on a date with a young girl, stuff like that, you know how it is. Oh, you paying for the movie tickets, you paying for the popcorn. You know what I'm saying? She might go half with you a little bit, but majority, you coming out your pocket. That's what the young girl looking for. This young lady, man, this older woman was a different level. She paid for the night out. You know what I'm saying? We got back to her crib, and just like how you said, like it didn't even get to the whole sexual thing all so quickly and all like that. I'm coming into the room to a back rub and oils and candles and shit, and it was just like it was some other shit that just really like when I got, you know what I'm saying, in my 20s and shit, and I'm fucking, dating girls my age and shit, the type of shit that I was doing to them, it was fucking their head up. Like, yo, how your young ass know how to do this shit and do that? And I'm like, I had a lot of practice, whatever. But them older women, like, they be on a different level when it comes to everything, like everything. If you get the right ones, you be a dangerous man.
All right. Now, let me ask you a question, because that brings up something that, with the culture that we're currently in right now, I refuse to call it what everybody else was calling it. Do you feel like something was, like, wrong with this particular young lady? Because she's twice your age. She has a kid that's damn near your age. I mean, like, literally, you two niggas could sit in the room and play video games together at this particular age.
Basically, he was 13, I was 14. I was 17.
Right. Do you feel like something is wrong with the woman who basically takes this cougar shit past the legal limit? Because I feel like if you're a person who cougering, you can't go below 21. Because at that point, you in the territory of dating your friend's kids. I mean, your kid's friends.
Basically.
But, like, did that ever cross your mind? Of, like, why does this 40-year-old woman want to have sexual relations with me?
Honestly, at the time, hell no. It sure didn't. It didn't cross my mind at the time. I was having fun or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, it was all good with me or whatever. As growing older, you know what I'm saying, as a man, I thought back on it and I was like, damn, that was really kind of wrong. Like damn, like she was like damn near 40. She was damn near 40, 38. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 17. I'm like, ooh, this is kind of, So I mean, as I look back at now as a man, I look at like, damn, what really was going on in her life? You know what I'm saying? At that time, that she needed a young man like myself to, really, you know what I'm saying, like, just really be there on some shit like that. But honestly, I think I know what it was because, once again, viewing shit as an older guy versus when you in the moment as a young man, the men her age that she was dealing with in the past and stuff like that, they wasn't making her feel special. You know what I'm saying? It was just regular day-to-day shit. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't making her feel like that special woman. And, me being a young boy doing what I do, young men, we try to really throw it on double time to make the woman feel all good and shit. And that's what it was with that woman right there. It wound up being that the young guy, the older men that she was dating, and because we wound up having that conversation later on because we still kept in contact or whatever, like when I was actually in my 20s or whatever, but we ain't take it to those levels and shit, nothing like that. We was just cool. And I mean that's what it boiled down for her. Like the men her age, she basically said they was just like boring. They didn't want to do nothing. It was just day to day. They wanted to just work, come home. She cooked for them. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing.
When you get old, that's what you want to do.
Exactly. No, you're right. But see, what you have to remember, that us as men, we could tend to forget, and also women, just because you get older, don't mean that spark is supposed to just die. And that's just what it is because we get older. Now, of course, we have to learn to adapt We have to learn to adapt now. Okay, we may not be popping off with you five days out the week anymore. That shit might go down to 3 because I'm so fucking tired. You know what I'm saying, or this and that. But as individuals, you have to learn that you just can't stop doing all of that special shit. You gotta adapt. You know what I'm saying, and you still gotta keep that romance and that spark because. And what I'm saying go both ways for men and women because you got to remember, what you don't do, somebody else will.
All right, okay, but this brings up a point, though. If the man that she's dealing with, who she's been dealing with for a long time, all of a sudden is not sexually giving it to her like she wants to because he's handling other business. He's out here financially getting this money to keep this roof over your head, to keep that stipend in your pocket, to make sure that you live in comfortably, different than when you guys first met. Can you really fault him for not giving her the energy that she always wants? Because, like, we're not machines. We can't fuck.
No, we're not.
Okay? But some of these women feel like we supposed to. So if I'm out here, I'm working the job, I'm paying the mortgage, I'm picking the kids up, and I'm doing everything to make your life comfortable. But you're complaining because the last time we fucked, it was only 15 minutes compared to the 25 we did before. Does that really make it right for you to go out and get somebody else?
No, that don't make it right, and I don't condone it. I think it's honestly, my personal opinion, I think it's dead wrong. I don't think it's right at all, or whatever. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that or whatever. But I'll say this though, it doesn't have to be all about sex either. Just acknowledging your woman. Or, you know what I'm saying, acknowledging her, like taking her out, you know what I'm saying, rubbing her back, rubbing her feet, you know, still telling her how pretty she look in that dress that she wearing that she know you like, you know, things like that. So it don't have to, when I say the comments that I say, I'm not just talking about sex. Now, if it is just about sex, like how you said, Tone, then yeah, that's just totally all fucked up all the way around the table. But the other side of it is, with it not just being about sex, just still acknowledging your mate as you always did. Sometimes we lose sight of that, and that goes on both sides, men and women. And when you lose sight of that, what happens first is your mate will come to you and want to talk about it. And then once they have that first conversation about it, and you don't do anything, then the second conversation is going to be more of a complaint. Once they complaining and then you still don't do something about it, that third conversation is going to be on some whatever type shit. Now they frustrated. Once you get to 5, 6, 7, then that's when other shit start to come into play, because then that's when they start to notice other people smiling at them, or that coworker that been telling them for the last 2 years how beautiful they was, but they wasn't paying him no mind because you was doing everything you had to do. Now she's giving him an extra smile at the end of the day just because of the little shit. And it don't even have to be on her mind that she want to fuck him. More than likely, she probably don't. She's just going to give him an extra smile now because he's acknowledging her. So it's like, you know, it's more than just the sex.
All right. So since we in the man cave, I got to defend the men in this one. What if she's not giving you? What if she's not giving you that information in a way that you understand? Because, you know, women can talk in code. They'll talk. They'll leave.
Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes, they can.
They won't come live and direct to you. Now you'll get some that will come live and direct to you, but they come at you reckless. And I get it. You you at your wits' end. You're not picking up the signals I'm throwing. They don't know how to come to you live and direct to begin with. They don't know how to catch you outside. Like, you come home from work, you eating dinner. It's a great time to have conversation. During dinner, you can be like, hey, how you doing today? So my day, I'm sorry, I have to say this, it's been on my chest all day. I'm not happy. At that point in time, you got his undivided attention. You're not trying to say it while we playing 2K. You're not trying to say it while the Eagles are playing. You're not trying to say it during a time when you clearly know we're distracted. Okay? Unless you're trying to use it as an excuse to say, well, I tried to talk to him, but he won't listen, so now I'm justified to go do this over here. Okay?
Right.
But
exactly.
I feel like a lot of women, because for an example, and I'm not going to lie, Teresa had a nasty habit of doing this back in the day. She would have a problem with something I would do, but instead of telling me, she would go somewhere and suppress it. So I'm like,
I hate that, yeah.
Okay, one, how am I supposed to know that you even mad about something? Well, I told you. When did you tell me? What was I doing? Was I distracted at the time? You were playing the game. Okay, mistake number one. I'm playing the game. So I probably didn't even hear it 100%. Okay? Even if I did hear it and I okayed it to you, I guarantee you I forgot about it because something in the game threw me off. Okay? So I apologize for that right away. Secondly, you going to suppress it doesn't fix it because you know what's going to happen the next time this comes up? I'm going to do it again.
You're going to blow up.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm not going to do it again because I'm spiting you. I'm going to do it again because I never knew it was a problem. Okay?
Exactly.
So now you're irritated for the second time. Well, I thought I told you not to do that, and you still did. Well, you didn't. You wouldn't. You hid about the thing. So you'll go by your mom's house. You'll go do some other stuff to go somewhere and suppress your feelings, but you mask it as you're going to go do some task. So I don't even know you're upset. If I knew that you just – so, like, if I looked up, I'm playing the game, I did something wrong and you're just gone, I'm like, hey, where you go? Well, I had to get out the house because, you know, I was kind of upset. Oh, why are you upset? You have my attention now. Now we could talk about it. But if you're saying, where'd you go? Oh, I just went by my mom's house for a while. Okay, I'll see you when you get home. I'm thinking you just went by your mom's house to go by your mom's house. No way you could have fixed the problem. But now here we are 3 months later. This is not going to work. I just can't do this no more. What? What can't you do? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I just can't do it. And now it's too late. Like, what the fuck? This could be fixed. Okay?
Yup.
Women,
you're absolutely right.
Stop talking in code. Say that shit.
Yeah, burn the code book. Burn that shit. Let's be more direct. I respect you being more direct up in front because I'm going to be direct. I'm not going to beat behind the bush. I'm not going to sit there mad at you for an hour. I'm going to be like, yo, babe, listen, you ain't cooked in 2 weeks. What's going on? Like, what up? Like, come on now. Like, brother, come home. Like, whatever the issue is. Like, I'm a direct person. I do not know how to sit on something and just sit on it. No. I'll reflect in my thoughts in the moment. I'll get my thoughts right. I'll make sure that I'm not tripping. You know, I'll look at it from both sides of the fence. Once I made my conclusion on all that, I'm approaching the situation. So yeah, you can't be all them codes, and like you said, women do that a lot. We can't do them codes. For 2018, burn that code book and be direct with your man. It'll be a much better. A lot of unnecessary nonsense and BS will get thrown out the window much faster. Where, you know, was being more direct or whatever. I mean, because if a woman is not direct, then honestly, if a woman is, and I've told this to a past girlfriend before, like, listen, how it doesn't make sense. How are you gonna get mad at me for something I didn't even know was an issue, and then tell me I'm wrong? Or when I ask you what's wrong, tell me what's wrong. When I ask you these questions and I break it down, express yourself then. Don't tell me nothing is wrong, everything is cool, and then later on in the day or the next day, you upset and you want to flip, it's my fault, I should have known. No, this is where you wrong. This is the codes that you talk about, Tone, in the BS. I should not know what was wrong. I should not know what was wrong or what I should have said. No, because I asked you directly. You told me no. You said everything was cool, and then now you and your feelings and you lashing out and doing all this other shit. No, that's your fault. This happened because of you, because you was not being honest when I asked your ass these questions, it was coming to you. And that be the BS, because it's like, that makes no sense. How can you fault me when you said everything was cool and nothing was wrong, and now you want to lash out and flip, and I'm the wrong one? No, that don't make no sense. That makes no sense at all. But that's the codes. And we ain't got time for the codes in 2018.
Not at all. I don't do math no more if it ain't money. But
you right about that, bro. right about that. And see, I don't know, man. I've been told numerous of times that I could be cold because when I get, because see. I don't have a tolerance for the games, man. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I ain't got time for games. Games is for kids. I ain't got time for pettiness or none of that shit. I don't have time for that shit. Like, I'll be quick to turn the page and be like, all right, whatever. And it is what it is because I ain't got time for that shit. I'm sorry. Like, we going to be on the same page and you going to be direct with me like I'm direct with you, and we all good. But you're not going to sit around and try to play psychologist and detective and all these little hidden clues and codes. We ain't going to do that. That's for when you in junior high school. That's not for when you over 25.
Facts. Big facts. Juan, you still here, bruh? You got quiet on us. Juan in the building.
Young blood, I hope you. Young blood, get a pen and pad. Write it down, brother. Write it down.
He's taking notes right now. All right, so you also had a second topic that you want to cover tonight. So we're getting ready to roll into the second half of tonight's show.
Okay.
Go ahead and introduce the people where the topic came from, and let's just roll right into it.
Okay. Now, this kind of stems off of, we kind of dabbed into it a little bit with the last topic, but that's a good thing. Now, the second topic is, would you stay with a woman because the loving is great, but everything else is wrong about the relationship?
Hell no. I can't. No, I'm being blatantly honest with you, dog. I could not do it. Because I'm going to be real. I couldn't do it because pussy is too free right now. For every woman out here who thinks she has A1 pussy, which seems to be every single woman in the world, someone has better pussy than you. Okay? Number two, just like we're talking about how us men will get lazy after a while because we got other things that we're focusing on, women are the same way. As time goes on, women start doing less and less than what they did before. More and more issues come arise. Don't let a kid came out the situation because the pussy's not the same in most cases. Okay? So everything that may have been fantastic, that 21-year-old Tone loved about that pussy, may not be the exact same pussy for 31-year-old Tone. Okay?
That's facts. That's facts.
You're at that point in time that if you're only there because she gives good head or the way she takes a dick from the back is fantastic, you'll come to find out every woman can do that. You've just been dealing with this one for so long that you didn't realize that you have an older model, okay? You have like an iPhone 4. But you're just loyal to that size of that iPhone that you don't want to let it go, not realizing this iPhone X out here does way more, gives you more. And more importantly, the only reason why you with her is for the sex. So that means that financially, she ain't pulling her weight. Kitchen, she ain't pulling her weight. When it comes to them kids, she probably ain't pulling her weight. She's actually causing you more stress that if you are too stressed, you don't even want to fuck her. You're not even in the mood to fuck. So the one thing that you're saying, you're not even in the mood to do, so you're asking yourself, why am I even here?
Yep. So, that's right. You're right.
I can't stay with a woman just for sex. I will deal with a woman for sex, but even after a while, that gets old and you move around.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, what else can you do? Like, what else? Like, what else can you do? Is that it? Okay, because I can get that somewhere else. Because honestly, shit, I'll settle for a woman that just got some good sex, but everything else is on point. Like, okay, your sex ain't got to be great. I will take a woman that got good sex over a woman that got great sex. If everything else is up to par, I'll take that woman with good sex and I'll make her a beast at the end of everything for real. Because like you said, you get to a different place in your life, and I'm like, listen, man, I'm over the bombs. Oh, just the bomb sex. She got a fatty, but She ain't bringing nothing to the table financially. She can't keep a clean house. She don't know. She don't even keep herself, you know what I'm saying, together like how she should. Or like you said, she's stressing you out. She always got a handout. Like, at the end of the day, the same. Look, men now, kings now, we're looking for queens. We're not looking just for some good sex. Like, you gotta be my equal. You know what I mean? Like, it gotta be more than just good sex and good head. Like, all right, that's fun in the moment, but after that, what's up? Like,
actual and factual.
You know what I mean? Fuck that. For real. I could teach a female how to give better head. You know what I'm saying? I could tell her, okay, ma, hold on, look, I'm feeling teeth right there. You got a gum, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh ma, you gotta ride like this. Like, you could teach your partner the things that you like, basically. You could teach them the things you like, but I should not have to teach a grown-ass woman to get a damn job. I should have to teach a grown-ass woman how to clean a house. So, yeah, I agree with you on that 1,000, brother. Like, I'm cold as ice when it comes to things like that. Like, I will, once I notice those things, it's like, okay, yeah, I see what this is. This is going to be for the moment. This ain't going to be for the long haul because you ain't even going to make it. And I'm like, shit, I'm a single dad raising 2 girls. So at the end of the day, oh, hell no. My girl's going to see something much different over here.
Right. And that's the thing. And I'm glad you brought that topic up because one of the biggest things is the generation now focuses more on sex than anything. And I've literally seen girls get asked questions, well, what do you bring to this table? And their response is this bomb-ass pussy. But then realize, like, okay, some cats might jump on it because in the back of their mind, they not finna keep you long-term. You're not meant to be long-term if this is the only thing you can bring to the table. Because after we fuck, can I have a conversation with you? After we fuck, do you have any substance? After we fuck, are you going to clean this room up? Matter of fact, if I come to your house and your room is messed up, do I even want to fuck? Like,
matter of fact, are we even fucking in your house? Why every time we got to go to the telly?
Not even that. Like, it's just in general. Like, we have to rotate. There has to be my place, your place, and some other place. If your place is never part of the equation and you always want to blame it, well, my kids are at the house, I'm going to believe that you have a messy house. Because kids go to sleep. Kids go to school. Kids leave the house. I have dealt with women who they have kids in their house and they get the situation situated and we still pulled it off even with the kids in the house. So
that's bullshit. Hell yeah.
You can't give me the excuse, oh well my kids are home as a reason why we can never go back to your house. No. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna feel like your house is dirty or you cheating on somebody, which is the reason why we can't go back to your house.
Basically. Now, or you got a husband. You got a husband there with the kids.
Now, if we cheating on somebody, let me know ahead of schedule so I don't make these mistakes to get us caught. Put it on the table. Because if my husband ain't dicking me right, you're like, my husband ain't dicking me right. I've been checking you out. I just want to see what that thing like. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Here's the time. Here's the place. Here's the location. If you there, we good. If you ain't there in 5 minutes, I'm out. Like
basically,
put it on the table if that's what you want to do. If that's not what you want to do, if you really trying to establish a relationship over here, then we gonna have to see how you live it. Because I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna bring you to my house and you bringing roaches too. No, like there's a lot of stuff that you gotta take in consideration. And I'm not saying that every chick is messy, but you got to think about these things. If all you have to offer me is this bomb-ass pussy, bombs go stale, then what you got to offer? A headache.
For real.
I'm not going to deal with that. Jacob is in the building.
Not at all.
He's actually been here for a while. No, Jacob's in the building. He low-key. Gator been here in a minute. How do you feel about this topic, bro?
I'm just listening in because
no,
I'm
nigga, you finna talk.
Late, but
you gonna talk, Gator?
Go in the fridge, grab a beer, and you talk.
I was listening a minute ago, and I was saying, like, thinking a lot of women, and I'm going back to my conversations with women because I do these shows, and a lot of women have a problem with bringing us around their kids because of I call them boys. We got these guys out here with this mentality that they can play the field and do whatever they want to do and have their kids around them. And then it's an issue because maybe a week, 2 weeks later, dude's gone. The kids is getting attached to him. So that's what I've heard. And I've heard this from numerous women, not just one or two. But that's why they have a problem with bringing, and some of them it is what you said. Sometimes it is like, well, their house ain't clean, their house is messed up. But majority of the consensus that I've got is because these guys come in and out of these kids' lives, and they don't like that. A lot of real women, and it got a lot to do with age too, because like what y'all was saying, when you're younger, yeah, that's all we looking for is sex. When you're young, that's basically all you want. If you can get it, you can hit it, you good. But when you get older and you tired of the same old and going on through the same old all the time, you start to look for something stable. You want something that's going to be there. You're going to be able to build with, you know. And that's kind of, speaking for myself, I've been out the game for a minute. I talk about it on the show for the reason I pulled myself out of it, and I ain't dating nobody. I ain't been going out. I ain't been doing nothing because it seems like every time in a quote-unquote relationship that I'm in, I come up with the same issue. Women are all about the money. When the money run out, it's a done data. They gone.
That's what you run into, Gator?
Yeah. If it's me choosing the wrong ones, they play the game up front. Women play the game better than we do sometimes.
They sure do. They play that shit right. They play that shit. You don't find out. You don't.
I can't say that.
No?
I can't say that.
Man.
No.
Why not?
Gator, I agree. I agree with Gator on this one. They play, listen, as a single man, too, look, okay, Gator, you finding the ones that's acting funny once the money run out. Let me tell you the ones I'm finding. I'm finding the ones that they say, shout it to the mountains. They want a good man. They want to settle down. They want all this shit. They want all that, right? But then when they meet a motherfucker, oh, I'm too good to be true. And now that makes them like, oh, I'm not sure. Let's take it slow. And now it's like, hold on. We doing all this relationship shit. And I'm supposedly everything that you think, but I can't be true because of your past, and let's just take it slow. Those are the ones that I'm running into. So see, I'm set up a different way. I'm the type of dude that once you said that to me one too many times, guess what? I'ma switch up, and
I've heard the same thing. Oh, you too good to be true. I never had a man do this for me. I never had something else must be going on. So apparently in your cycle, you used to dudes dogging you out all the time. Like, they can't believe there are actually men out here that won't step out on them. There are men that won't
Gator, you right.
to put their hands on them. So when I lift my hand to scratch my head, she jumps. Like, why are you jumping? What is wrong? I'm just scratching my head. Oh, well, that's the type of shit I've been running into. And so for a minute, and I say it all the time on my show, that you need to take time to get to know yourself, especially after you've been in a long relationship or whatever the relationship may go well.
That's right.
Take time to date yourself, get to know what you really want again. We need to do that too. And I tell women that all the time. Yo, it might be time for you to step back and just date yourself. Go out to the movies. Go out to decide what you like, so that you know when, like what y'all was talking about, what you bring to the table. You know what you bring to the table, and it's good, and it ain't just sex. But
and on top of on top of getting to know themselves, they need to reboot themselves and recharge themselves, because a lot of these women got mentally fucked up by these no good guys. Yeah. They like mentally fucked up, and it's like a brother like us come along and I gotta repair you before you can really appreciate the type of man I am, because you're a little mentally fucked up, so you can't even properly appreciate the type of man I am, which is why you fear being happy. It's like they fear being happy because they've been unhappy for so long or whatever. Like I told a girl I was dealing with before recently that I said, listen, you've been so unhappy for so long, you don't even know how to accept happiness. I said, you got happiness right here, but you don't even know how to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like you like, and I told her, I said, it's crazy because when a woman got a bad dude that's fucked up and all that, they learn to give him excuses and why this and why that, and give him these chances, and oh no, he's like this because of that. Oh, I could do better. I could this. I could that. To the point where when you get a good man, oh no, this can't be right. No, something is wrong. He's hiding something. You can't be this good. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't even accept your blessings. You can accept when things is wrong, but you can't accept your blessings. So they be mentally fucked, and that's what I'm running into, brother. So I'm on it like, listen, I'm just going with the flow.
All right, I got a question. First of all, y'all done saving these hoes? Because y'all been justifying these hoes these last 5 to 10 minutes. No. Let me go ahead and get this. And I get that. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why I have to say it in that particular manner. One, these same women that you're talking about who comes up with these excuses where they've been hurt and they don't want all these different guys around they men because of past experience, or they can't let us go for our past experience. These the same ones who, let's not forget, we're not fucking in your house because of your kids, but you're still fucking. You're still fucking in my house. You're still getting your gratification. You're still spending my money. You're still taking up my time, only for you to come back and say to me, "Oh, I'm not ready to get that close because I don't want my kids to be hurt." No, you don't want your kids to see the hoe that you really are, because I can only know what you do around me. For all I know, when you're no longer around me, you might be around somebody else, and the kid sees that person. Okay,
that's when you need
because
to have
like
that
you
conversation.
But you got to understand, you have that conversation, but we live in a day and age where women don't tell everything and we don't question everything. See, women are not
exactly. That's so true.
It's just the fact that women know how to keep asking the right question. We'll get an answer and we'll be okay with it. Women are a bit more into it, not because they're trying to figure out what kind of good man we are. They just want to see how much we're going to give to them.
And that's true too. But
and because men are not good at remembering stuff, like we'll sit here and tell a girl a whole thing, remember what we told them, but they will. It's not that they're better than us. We just allow to get more out of us, and we give them the benefit of the doubt. See, men will clearly say, okay, this is my girl right here. I give her everything she asks for, so she gonna be faithful to me. Not realizing she might be asking you for everything doesn't mean she ain't asking somebody else for other stuff.
That's right.
But see, that's the key word, though. But see, you using the key word, men. There's a difference. Like, a lot of women don't understand there's a difference between a man, a real man, and a guy that feels like he's a man, and he walks around and he talks like he's a man. He looks like a man. He got a beard. He got a mustache. He's just certain age. but inside he still got that boy mentality, and they get us mixed up with them jokers. We the ones that get
all the
dogged
time
out because they feel like,
Fam, there's girls that walk
that's
around
where it come from,
looking like a man.
That's where it comes from saying, but I'm saying that's where it comes from saying the women say, oh, all men are dogs. No, all men are dogs. You just dealing with boys that look like men. But you can't recognize that they're boys. There's a lot of traits that boys have in mentality, even when they talk, and you could call them out quick on it. But a lot of women don't see this. They don't pay attention to this. They just look at him, okay, he looked like a man. He got a good job. He doing this, he doing that. And 9 times out of 10 for a woman, usually, and they talk about this all the time, that they got to be physically attracted to them, and they got to be this and do that. They got to make this certain amount of money. Well, what about their mentality? I don't never hear women say that. Well, we got to be able to have a good conversation. And maybe it's
because they don't care about conversation.
Over 40s. Well, that's
they
what
don't
I'm
care.
Well, women nowadays, what women care more about, and I don't care. Women could argue this all damn day. Nowadays, what women care more about is what the hell they could get out the situation. And it could be, they could label it. They could label it as stability, being dependable, however they want to say it. And that women just want to know what the hell can I get out this situation that's beneficial to me, besides for, you know what I'm saying, like how we talked about, depending on the mentor of the woman, but besides for you being dicking me down, what else could I get out this situation that's beneficial? That's all women is concerned about. That's the main shit. That's why conversation, or them finding out that this motherfucker is not as mature as I thought, or this and that, or they find out all that shit later, because they at the end they want to know what the hell they getting out. Exactly. That, you know what I'm saying? You just got.
But even in that situation, you can be the most childish person in the world. If the woman is gaining from it, they'll still deal with you. Because if you pay attention to society right now, women are less likely to want to get married this day and age than they used to. And the reason, because it has nothing to do with them scared of being divorced. No, they want to be able to walk away from the situation once they no longer can benefit from the situation.
Exactly.
This is what I got.
The minute that this man can't give them what they want anymore, regardless of whatever it is, they can walk away without having to lose anything in the situation. Regardless if they have a kid or not with this person, they can still walk away, because even if they walk away with a kid, the court system will make sure they still keep getting money from this person. So,
especially if he's well off.
Right. So it's to the point right now where men have to be all around safe 2018 no matter what, because we can't talk to certain ones, because you can easily get slapped with the rape culture charge. So you got to be careful with that. Fucked up part about it is you can get slapped with sexual harassment, and it don't even have to be from the woman you talking to. It can be from the old bitch in the cubicle over. It can be from the old bitch in the cubicle over who feels that she's salty, nobody hitting on her.
Exactly.
You know? It's not safe for guys anymore. Then you can't date certain girls. Like, you literally have to go through a full body screening when you get ready to date somebody, with an application and an affidavit attached to it, because at the end of the day, you can walk out with nothing from that situation. Time gone, money gone, and didn't even get head. So it's really not women winning for men, period. And like me and Juan talked on the previous show, it definitely sucks for nice guys. Because we can be the most respectable people. We can cater to you. We can treat you like the queen that you want us to treat you like. But this nigga over here who done dick 4 to 5 girls in your crew is the one that ends up with the chick. Why?
Yo, that happens way too much. That's why with the way I'm set up now, because yo, I ain't gonna front. I be that guy. I be that nice guy that be getting fucked over. So the way I'm set up now. Listen, I'm about my bags. I'm about getting my bread. I'm about my kids, and whatever comes with the women come. And I'm just as picky as they ass is now. I'm picky. I got a checklist. You know what I'm saying? I need to this, I need to that. Let's see, we'll see. And the minute shit get stupid or it's a whole bunch of whatever, guess what? Deuces. Cal not dealing with too much of that shit. You gotta be worth it. You gotta be on my level or above. If not, and all that bullshit coming and all this and all that, I'm not dealing with it. I close the door. I stop calling. I stop texting. Nah, I'm not doing that. Like, and that's why I'm the way I am now. Because like just like that, it's the nice dudes that continually to get fucked over. And at the end of the day, just like women feel, I'm not going to continue expanding my niceness and my, I'm this guy only for you to take it for granted or take advantage or run over it or try to do all types of stupid shit and then backtrack. And no, we ain't playing those games. Games are for kids. I ain't got time for that. Play with Parker Brothers. Don't play over here.
And a lot of women want the thugs. They want the thug type. But
they can't handle them.
The problem I got with that is when they get the thugs type, and I'm not condoning nobody putting hands on me, nobody or nothing. But when that happens, they all shocked and surprised. I can't believe it. Why did he choke me up? Why did he hit me?
Right.
Because he a thug. You wanted a thug.
Well, I won't say that every thug put their hands on women, because you got to remember some thugs, some real thugs. No, hold on. Let me clear this up. Some real thugs, they've been raised by their mama, so they actually do respect women. These women want thugs because thugs create three things for them. One, 9 times out of 10, a thug can't get a real job, so he always has a hustle. So that hustle is either going to produce quick, fast money, okay, or produce product that they can take advantage of. Because we tend to forget that this generation below us is actually very drug-induced as well, too. So you might not be giving me cash, but you giving me the weed, you popping me my pills, might be tooting me up for me. You getting something from that thug that's going to be indispensable to him, okay? 3, 9 times 10, most niggas ain't gonna fuck with a thug nigga. A real nigga will always pop off and give you some kind of aggressive loving. Now, it may consist of you putting the hands on them. Not all of them do it, but at the end of the day, if a dude look at his girl wrong, that thug nigga's gonna get up and he's gonna check that dude and put that dude in place, and that makes that girl feel like she's wanted. Not realizing that your property, not a mate. Most cases.
Right,
that's
exactly.
Your property. You don't become a mate until you held him down when he's gone away. And then, of course, usually thugs give the most roughest sex. They give the most aggressive sex. They're aggressively angry because life has made them aggressively angry. And they don't think they can fix it. They think they can fix him. Like, he has this tough exterior, but he's a softie inside. I'm gonna chip away at that wall, and I'm gonna make him settle down. Okay.
That's another problem.
His mentality is not meant to be what you think he's going to be. You can't sit here and make a thug or a dude who done did time, or even a dude that went out here and made fast money, think he going to walk into Bernstein and Jenkins and attorney and get a job. So he's not going to get nothing that's going to match equal money of what he's producing. I mean, I can go out here.
He's not going to give you a future.
Right. I can go out here, move a couple of quarter pounds, and make more money than I make in my paycheck at the job I have right now because, well, I'm a hustler, baby. I know what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, why? If I can sit here and move these bricks for about 3 days out of a 2-week span and give you just as much money and time on top of it, why wouldn't I? So it doesn't always work in the favor to continue to, keep pushing that weight like that or try to get a real job. Hell, these same chicks out here who selling ass in hotel rooms and stuff like that. I was sitting here with my sister the other day, and we were actually doing the math because she was joking. It's like, do you think hoes is making money this Christmas? And it was like, well, they may not have to. And we sat here and we did the math. We sat back and actually calculated if this bitch is in a hotel room selling ass for $80 a person, she's actually making more money in 2 weekends than you probably making at your whole job if these are the amount of people she's meeting. So the question is, yes, this chick can fuck you good because you remember she's doing this on the weekend. You don't even know she's doing this on the weekend because you off at work, but she got this pussy now. Okay? So then you turn back around and you want her to settle down and get a real job, and you want to go ahead and make things work. She's going to gladly jump on it because she can live with you now. She can eat your food. She can be in a farmhouse. She ain't got to be in a hotel bedroom or any of that BS anymore. But at the end of the day, she's still not a better person. And that's the same way with these thugs. Not saying that they will eventually get out of the game, but they don't want to. And then they go to jail. Then what do? You going to hold them down?
Right.
Most of the time, no. Most of the time, you hoes ain't going to hold him down. You going to do as much as you can with whatever money he has left. Then eventually you going to stop coming to visit. You probably going to start fucking his best friend because he's still making money while he locked down. You getting, your back is getting blown all kind of ways out. You probably accidentally have his baby. Then you going to go tell little Ray that's locked down that you can't be with him no more. And then he get home, and then that's when he realized the son he got was with his best friend. But the only reason why Lil Ray let it slide, because at that point in time, Lil Ray now bisexual.
And then after all that, what happens is a brother like Gator come along, or myself, or you, and now we gotta repair this hoe. And mentally get her back and make her see her worth and how beautiful she is only for her, because now she's damaged goods. So now she got to be built back up only to not be sure about what type of brother you is. And now she got her wall, that wall that she should have had built around her heart for that thug. No, that it was all open. She got that wall and that barbed wire around her heart for the good dude, and she's unsure about the good dude, and you got to build up her self-esteem and her worth only to get there. And then eventually shit still may go left because she still ain't mentally right.
And she's still messing with her ex.
And she's still fucking the thug because he's excited.
He's still in the picture. I've been in a situation where I literally, going back to what y'all was talking about earlier, not having people come to your house and stuff, and it was always something. It was always something going on. Well, let's go here, let's do this, and let's do that. So one day I don't know what happened. I can't remember off the top of my head. But for some reason, I just decided to go over to the crib. Well, I go over to the crib. I knock on the door. She opens the door, and lo and behold, it's a whole dude sitting right there on the couch. Like, what is this? This is what's going on. Trying to find out, oh boy, that's sitting on the couch is her ex, the same one that she was crying about putting his hands on her and calling her all out her name. And I don't want to be with him no more. I just want to be with you. But he in your crib chilling. Like he lived there. Like the nigga just chilling. Like, yo, I'm here all the time. Like, what? What is going on? So me personally, I'm done with all that. All that repairing and fixing you back up and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it sounds good, but it's tiring, dude.
It's fucking it's a headache in itself. I told you, I was just telling my brother the other day, and me and him was out because my brother just went through this back home. He just went through that same exact thing, and me and him was talking, and I told him, I said, yo, listen. After my divorce and, you know what I'm saying, all that shit I went through, and then getting back in the game and start seeing how fucked up a lot of these fucking women are, I'm in that same boat, Gator. Like, I'm not building nobody up. I ain't dealing with nobody that got self-esteem issues. I gotta build you up and do. No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not in that game no more. You gotta be equals.
All right, but see, here's the thing. Here's where the mistakes of a lot of men make when it comes to dealing with a girl, to even find out what kind of woman you're getting into. One thing is a lot of guys don't ask the right questions. We see a nice fat butt, we see a nice thick body, and she says she's single or she no longer with her baby daddy, and we walk away from that. We take that information, we run with it, we say, okay, cool, let me shoot my shot and get to know her better. But we tend to forget to ask the important questions like, well, what's your relationship with your baby daddy? Is he still there?
Right.
Does he take the kids sometimes? You have to find out what her interaction is with the kids' fathers, because that's going to be the deciding factor in regards to whether or not you're dealing with an emotionally still attached person. Because, you know, if you say things like, well, he's not in their life no more, I can't seem to get him to be responsible for anything, your follow-up questions after that should then roll into things is, so if he got himself together, would you try to see what you could do to make things work? Would you guys get back together for the kids? Like, you have to present these concepts to her to let her answer them, because 9 times out of 10, no other man has already presented those concepts to her. So she never had a chance to think about it. But now as she starts thinking about it, and these words come out of her mouth where she say, nah, the way he did things, the way we ended, I just can't take him back. I can't do it. It was like, okay, well, what about the kids? Would you let him come get the kids, or would you put him on child support? What would you do? Oh, no, we will have to go here. You start asking questions that revolve around how she functions. Don't keep asking questions about her favorite food or what color she likes or anything that's irrelevant. You ask things that's going to affect both of you. You need to know, how does she handle her kids? Are her kids taking up majority of her time? Because you'll have some women who will clearly say, oh, well, I can't go out, I have my kid. Oh, no, I can't do nothing this weekend, I can't get a babysitter. There'll be every excuse that'll be tied to her kids. So you need to find out, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, if he don't take her kids, where the kids go when you need to go to work? They go by your mom's house. How many kids you got? Focus on all that information, but just be a little bit subtle about it, because at the end of the day, you're doing research. Men do not do research. We don't research anything. We don't find out exactly what happened before we got here. The only question we ask is, oh, well, why'd you and your boyfriend break up? Well, I don't want to talk about it. And we leave it alone. That's not what we want to know. We want to know, how much of an attachment do you still have to him? That's the question we really want to ask, but we don't want to ask it to a point where it sounds like we're probing. We want to ask because we want to feel like we get to know them better. Okay? But
after that,
you're right about talk anymore.
Right. But what we're going to do is we're gonna stop right here, because we've gone up to and almost past the time we had allotted for today. But like I said, people, this was just the introduction to what you can expect on the Man Cave. I know today we got a little wild. See, my small ones are getting wild now. They ready for the kitty hour. No. So we basically just gave you a taste of what you can expect. I know for a lot of our regular listeners, you got a side of Tone you haven't heard in a long time. You've gotten a taste of Jacob on the Breakdown Show, which they will be back next week, people. I know they wasn't here this week, and a lot of y'all hit me up upset about that. They can celebrate holidays, too.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Let's just take a break. All right, people. So with that being said, make sure you tune in tomorrow to check out Tone Deaf Radio One Shot. As we do, Gator, you might want to hear this one, the polygamy episode. I actually have an open relationship couple who will be joining me tomorrow afternoon as we break down walls and ask questions in regards to why you choose to live this lifestyle. So definitely make sure you tune in for that. All episodes will be uploaded on iTunes, and definitely check out SoundCloud. And Kyle, when will the Man Show debut for our listeners?
The Man Cave will be debuting January 7th, 2018, the first Sunday of the new year. And we will be on the air from 3 to 5 p.m.
That means you go praise the Lord and you come get the word from us. So, with that being said, we're going to end tonight's show the only way we know how.
To the end of the we go. To the end till I can't let this go. No.